break for Skowhegan. I think that's the first time they fumbled in this game. They haven't lost it. So look at it again. The pitch comes back and just goes right through his hands. He can't hold on to it.
There's the juggle, and then it'll come up good for Lemieux, number 67, right there as he falls on the football.
And a good job, Bobby Lemieux. A great job on that line to react so quickly and should pounce on that football.
Loss of a yard in the play. 2nd and 11 as they go with a slot right formation. Look for Cates this time as Jarvis looks for a little bit of time to throw the football out. 2nd down. He sets up. The rush is on. He does get it away. It is completed to Cates at the 30. He is stumbling to the 25.
He's got the first down. What a great job by Chris Jarvis in traffic that time. Looked like he thought about running with the football. Cates got open just at the last second. Watch Chris Jarvis. Here comes the Marshwood rush again. Judge Sylvester, Justin Rosberg, and Jarvis finally with a man right in his face gets the ball away. Cates, great set of hands, picks up the football and looks for more yardage, and he's got the first down. And Skowhegan moving the football again, a 16-yard gain.
All right, Brochu is into the lineup now, number 43, as Toth will get a rest. And they're using Brochu as they go trip to the right side of the field. 3 wide receivers to that far side of the field on a first down play from the 25. The rush is on. The throw is to McEwen, completed at the 30 to the 25. Bounces off a 1 to about the 23.
Doug McEwen did that all on his own. There was absolutely no one in front of him but Marshwood players. McEwen did a good job just to hold on to that football and pick up a few yards on the play. He was obviously the safety valve, but now Skowhegan takes a timeout.
Yeah, we'll take a timeout with the score. Marshwood 26 and Skowhegan 14.
Hi folks, playing for the Maine Mariners is very rewarding. I really enjoy clearing the puck. And speaking of clearing, the folks at Pete's True Value Hardware and Lawn Boy have teamed together to bring you a great deal on Lawn Boy snowblowers. That's right, snowblowers. So with winter almost here, it's time to get ready to clear. So get a Lawn Boy snowblower from Pete's True Value Hardware. And let a Lawn Boy snowblower from Pete's clear the way for you. Ready, team? Let's clear.
Pete's True Value Hardware, Scammon Street, Saco.
Well, a reminder, Notre Dame football fans, the Irish and the Nittany Lions. That one's coming up immediately following this one, and this one has 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining, and the Skowhegan Indians are trying to take advantage right now as they have the football on the Marshwood 22-yard line.
Well, the key here, Frank, is Skowhegan still needs 2 scores. They need the football twice. They have to punch it in on this drive. They have 3 minutes and 15 seconds to play. Either kick it to Marshwood or try for the onside kick. I mean, that'll be the next decision that Coach Paul Lynch will have to make. But the most important thing is not to think about the next possession. You've got to come away with at least 6 points on this drive.
All right, the single setback is Doug McEwen. They go on a 2nd and about 6 from the 22-yard line. Jarvis, the pitch to Cates. Cates wants to throw, tripped up, and down he goes.
Abel Schultz made the play. Abel Schultz got a hand on Steve Cates, and that took Cates out of the play. It was going to be a flanker option for Steve Cates. They fake into the line, then the pitch goes back to Cates. Watch Abel Schultz beat his man and then dives left-handed, the paw, the ankle trip of Steve Cates, and he goes down. Abel Schultz, great play by Abel.
All right, here we go. All the way back to the 31-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and almost 15 now for the Indians. Slot left formation. Brochu, the slot back. Jarvis will look to put it up. Has a little time now. He's trapped. Down he goes again. The pass rush, Mike Adamits that time, number 54.
What a great job and what a great game Mike Adamits has had. Watch him on the left side of your screen. He's just going to come right up the middle, and all of a sudden the blocking breaks down, the pocket disappears. And that's what Marshwood does. They wear you down. By the 4th quarter, those blocks just aren't going to hold the big surge of that Marshwood front 5 or front 4. Mike Adamits makes the tackle, and he's had a bunch of tackles this afternoon.
Loss of 6 more on the play. We've got a 4th down here, 4th and about 22. So let's see what happens here for the Indians now. Only a minute 48 remaining to play in this one as Jarvis sets up, being rushed, avoids one, throws it sideline to Cates. He avoids one tackler. He's to the 25, to the 20, and out of bounds, close to the 15-yard line. It could be close to the first down.
It's going to be very close to the first down. What a great play by Steve Cates, who is dangerous once he gets his hands on the football, and that's what Marshwood has tried not to let Skowhegan accomplish here this afternoon. We'll take a look at it again. Jarvis back to pass again. The great rush by Marshwood.
Pick it up.
Did not pick up the
He did
first
not
down.
pick it up, and that should do it.
A 25-yard gain. Beats Chris Glidden right there, and Steve Cates knows he has to get to that 15-yard line, gets bumped out of bounds right there, and shy of the first down, and Marshwood takes over with a minute 38 to play, and I see some of the crowd starting to file
Well,
out.
I'll tell you, that was a great individual effort. He came just inches short, I think, of picking up that first down, but now Marshwood will be able to run it out here as they try to go to Schultz. Abel Schultz battles his way for a tough yard to about the 17-yard line. They're going to take a timeout. We have an opportunity to say hi and happy birthday to Ernie Poirier, an old friend from down South Berwick area. Ernie, your son Jerry ran into us before the game and told us that you'll be celebrating your 81st birthday. I think it's next Sunday. So happy birthday from all of us. And I know down there in South Berwick, you people are enjoying this football game.
And it looks like Marshwood will complete a remarkable cycle of state championships, Frank.
I guess.
625 students in a 4-grade high school in Elliott's Marshwood High School. They've won Class D championships, Class C championships. Last year, they were the Class B champs. This is their first year in Class A football. There's the man, Coach Rod Watton. 212 wins, 27 losses, and a few ties along the way in 25 years of coaching at Marshwood High School. And
of course,
seniors on this team.
The folks from the Maine Sports Hall of Fame just informed me that the game's most valuable player, which is going to come as no big surprise, is Steve Knight, who right now goes in motion and has the football. And look out, because he's got a little daylight. He's out across the 25 through the 27-yard line. Knight, who had 152 rushing yards unofficially in the first half, has scored all 26 points for Marshwood this afternoon. What a great way to finish up your senior year.
Well, he owns every single record in the book now for Marshwood. Completely rewritten every book, every record you can have. All-purpose yardage and single-game rushing yardage, single-game all-purpose rushing yardage, career rushing yardage. Steve Knight has done it all, and now Marshwood, actually Skowhegan uses another timeout here. Steve Knight's really done it all, as we mentioned. University of New Hampshire very interested in him, and I've got to figure that Coach Tom Lichtenberg from Maine, getting his first look at Steve Knight, has to be interested in him. You know, not only on the offensive side of the ball, Frank, but he's a very effective defensive player.
Outside linebacker, and you saw how active he is and how well he can play the game defensively as well as offensively. This has been a good Class A state championship game. A minute 23 remaining. And a 26-14 lead. Let's go down to Tom Karen.
Frank, with me is Roger Kerrigan, father of Corey Kerrigan. It's got to be a happy day for the parents of Marshwood.
Super, very good. Yeah, the kids have been great. It's a team effort all the way.
Corey with a big interception, doing a lot of running for Steve Knight. Is that the key? Steve got shut down. The rest of the team, they take in?
Yeah, the kids, they all pull together, and everybody does their job, and it's a lot of fun. It's been a super season, and all the more power to them.
Thank you, Roger. It's going to be a fun ride back to Elliott, back upstairs.
All right, we had a penalty called here, a procedure penalty against Marshwood. They're talking it over with Kevin Barstow. A minute and 19 remaining to play in this football game, and of course the Elliott fans getting set for the celebration as they walk it off.
They're going to increase their record in the decade of the 80s, Frank, to 96-5. Coach Rod Watton, every state championship game he's played in has won. Well, he hasn't played many of them, but every team that he's prepared for, he has beaten. And Coach Rod Watton, what a great job that Marshwood has done this year.
Well, they move it back to the 22-yard line, where it'll be first and about 15. Again, Knight comes in motion. And on the reverse, it'll be Kerrigan with the football, and he's got daylight. So Tom Karen picked the right man to talk to. Corey Kerrigan. out across the 30-yard line to the 34-yard line, short of a first down. But they're just running out the clock, and I think Skowhegan has used up all their timeouts. Clock continues to roll now with 40 seconds remaining.
And we have to give credit to the Skowhegan Indians. What a great year for them. They came into this game with just one loss, turning a season around. Last year they were 5-4. The year before that, 1-8. They win their first Pine Tree Conference Championship since 1978. And they gave Marshwood all they could handle this afternoon.
And here comes Knight again. Out across the 35, close to the 38, and first down yardage.
Steve Knight over 3,000 yards rushing in his career at Marshwood High School.
And he's just picked up another first down, and as soon as they spot the football and move the chains, the clock will start, and that could have been the final play of the ball game.
Well, you've got to figure that Skowhegan will reestablish themselves as a strength in the Pine Tree Conference next year as well.
Harrigan in motion. He'll get the handoff on the final play of the football game, and he's tripped up at the 48-yard line by Gene Carey, and that will do it. Marshwood gets themselves a Class A state championship this afternoon, beating a good Skowhegan team 26-14. Well, Jimmy, it was 20-8 at halftime, and Skowhegan did what they had to do to make it a ball game. They scored the only score of the third period. They put a drive together. They cut that margin to 20-14. But then Marshwood, as they've done all year long, punched one in that final period, and Knight went to work one more time, and that was the story.
Well, Skowhegan coach Paul Lynch told me, there he is, shaking hands with Rod Watton at midfield, that the team that turned the ball over the least would win this football game, and the team that did turn over the football the least was Coach Rod Watton's team from Marshwood. Tom Caron is down on the field with him now.
Hoosiers of Maine, what are you this week, Coach?
We're the Class A champs.
Got to feel pretty good.
Feels very good. We had a war here today. Skowhegan's a good football team.
A lot of people expected it to be a blowout.
They were crazy. We saw them on film. We knew they had some talent, and they proved it today. They're a good football club, but we had a little more, I guess. So we had some long gainers in the first half that helped us out a lot. That 92-yard run, I guess, sort of broke their back, but not totally, because they did come back.
Rod, they were getting some yards off you, but your defense always seemed to shut it down at the key play, third, fourth.
Well, that's about what we've done all year long. You know, bend, but haven't broken too much, and that was the case today. It feels great.
Not a bad first season in Class A, huh?
No, you can't do much better, I guess. Very proud of this club and my coaches and the school and everybody involved, our fans. It feels great.
Well, thanks very much. Class A state champion coach Rod Watton. Let's throw it back upstairs.
All right, 26-14 the final. We'll come back to wrap it up in just a moment.